walk into the room. It actually, somewhat of a negative characterization of here we all are, we don't know each other. Baloney. Here we all are, it's great to see you. You're glad to see me and hoping for the best here tonight. We don't have to know each other to be present to each other. You're all human. Let's just start from that good-hearted impulse and have confidence in it. Don't be too doubtful of it actually already being the case. It isn't that it can't be enriched by talking to each other and even practices of the type that you're talking about. I'm for that too. But I'm saying...
Yeah, I mean, I would agree that it's available. I'm not sure it's as accessible as it is available in a sense. I think that that the ability of people to access that space, that way of being around others, is something that people need to learn.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I supplement? Can I supplement your answer to that? I think there's a skill of self-recognition that enables recognition of the other, right? If you're aware of the machinations of the false self, of the monkey mind as being that, and you're able to be present, I think your ability to receive recognition is enhanced by your self-recognition, and I think your ability to cross the divide and give recognition is also enhanced by that.
Yeah, I would add, I was thinking about, what is it that I'm embarrassed and that I'm not doing, right? So one of the things I think that I'm a little reluctant to acknowledge is that I agree with you, right? That is, I think there's the desire to be recognized, and there's the skill, the capacity to recognize others. And I agree with you, I think they're part of the same thing. But I would suggest Fred Rogers. Right? That what Fred Rogers was doing is exactly what you were talking about. Right? And he did it as a ministry. Right? He did it because he saw TV as a way to reach isolated kids who needed to have someone say, I see you. And he did it day after day after day. That's all he did. I see you, you're beautiful. I see you, you're beautiful. That was his ministry.
Barney. You guys know Barney? I mean, when I had a child, I used to think Barney was ridiculous in my Saturday Night Live conditioning. Oh. And then out came Sam, and I realized Barney is just fabulous.
Who's Sam?
My son.
Oh.
I mean, Barney is just the most loving dinosaur. He's just great. And I grew to really go with that. Anyway, it's a similar point to the one you're making about Mr. Rogers.
Can I raise a very different thing?
Yeah, of course.
Profession, as some of you know, I'm quite involved in the climate movement, as a no doubt a number of people in this room. One thing that strikes me about, well, two things that strike me about that movement. Number one, sort of addressing what some of the people have been addressing here, which, so far as a practice within movements that can connect people with each other, is some very simple things that could have perhaps happened in this room. For example, like as David said, people introducing themselves. And you can ask people to introduce themselves in a way that can be superficial, but it can be deeper. Like, something, we've done this, especially with Tom, who's here, with work that reconnects and Joanna Macy and the work that she has done. You can share, say, something that gives us hope in the current situation. And, it don't take a lot of time. So there are ways of having short dialogues, which I think can bring people together and practice them. A totally different question, if I may add, coming especially from the climate movement and also environmental movement. What about, we've not talked about at all this evening, non-human beings, the relations between, we are one of, several million species, have I got the orders of magnitude correct, on the planet. And yet, we've spread over and done all kinds of horrendous things, and we may, we're already extinguishing thousands of species who may extinguish our own within this century. I mean, isn't that part of all this process?
Well, I mean, I was going to give. Do you want to take the opportunity to talk about non-human, relating to the non-human world, and how to animate that relationship or bring it into our field of common being?
That's it. You're giving the talk.
Well, I would say that
the
okay, if I feel the environmental climate movement would be more successful if it evoked, to the extent that it evokes, the sacredness of the natural world, which is different from climate science or grave warnings, because people are too distracted by their own pain are often too distracted by their own pain to respond to that kind of threat. They're too preoccupied with getting to the next hour. And so again, it's a matter of evoking the depth in people of what it is that we are fighting to preserve, which is the earth, the beauty of these species, this spectacular tree here that's much better than if we've been probably in the diner without it.
Right. And also, if I may add, the web of interconnection between all the species, how the trees, I mean, I believe in your neck of the woods, for example, fish and trees are intimately related with, say, salmon going upstream, etc.
I don't know all that, but I'd like to know it. I mean, and I'd like to experience it. That's the key thing, to experience it, not just to know it.
Thank you.
I wonder if we should stop, or I don't know what. Go ahead. Sorry, not to. Yes, Kit.
Oh, well, actually, I would.
Just stretching.
I wasn't going to, but I will just say this. Actually, listening to you makes me really happy to have majored in English, because I feel that so much of what you said I learned through great literature. I thought of The Great Gatsby, and I thought of Vanity Fair, and I thought of An American Tragedy by Theodore Dreiser. All of what you have said comes out in great literature. So, I mean, that's my take on it. I mean, I think I've learned through literature what you have exposed here. So I feel like your literature is raising questions and issues, and you're kind of molding it and making it come alive in a different way.
In a non-fiction way, trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Read.
Are there people who haven't said anything yet? Would really like to add their 2 cents, please. Feel absolutely free.
Yeah, I have been thinking a lot about what our focus should be as a social movement in this era, and wondering what the best way is to recognize what's, the other side, the right. Well, I'll just say some real stereotypical things, but whether or not at this point, whether it's how important it is recognizing this common humanity in us all. When you look at these right-wingers that you can't stand, who are these people that could possibly this and that? And you can go on. And yet you want to get beneath that, and there is this common desire to live in harmony and all that. But so I'll be curious with your take